art is hard sometimes.
I have some thinking to do.
Why? Ugh. Oh, my back. Good morning. So I thought that we could try filming in here. This is my new little office space. I'll show you what it looks like. That's what it looks like. The whole room is like shared. So I was realizing I'm not sure how much actual time I'll film here, but I thought I would give it a shot for today. I actually needed to pick up a lot of this stuff from my mom's house in San Diego. And when I went there, I found a bunch of my art stuff, and I found a bunch of copper plates from when I was in college, and I thought that maybe I would try to see if I can still print with them. Basically, copper prints, you scratch them and then you put them in an acid bath, and then the scratches like eat away quicker than the actual plate, so it creates these holes, and then from there you can just print. So I already have ink, so I think they should work. They're much bigger than what I currently have been working with, but yeah, I thought I'd give it a shot. Okay, so I found 3 plates. I think I'm gonna try all 3 of them, but I think before I do, I need to actually clean them, because do you see how it's all blue? It's not supposed to be blue. That means I didn't seal everything correctly. So let me go try to clean these and see what happens. Okay, so I couldn't get it off. It looks like the ones that have the smaller little ridges are the ones that have it more, but it's weird that like random, like a corner and like this middle spot don't have it, so I'm not sure. But we're just gonna try it anyway. Okay, I again only have black, so we're just gonna do it with black. And the way that you do it with these plates is you use a card of some kind. So I'm using a public library card from when I lived in Orange County, because I don't live there anymore. And so for each of these ones, there is actually like a double side. I think I just was like trying to do double sides to use more. So I'm just gonna play around with it and see what happens, just like I would in school. I'm realizing now that I don't have much space on my desk. Okay, I'm realizing there's a couple of things that are different with this method. So one, the reason you use the card is because you need to have the ink get into each of the grooves, which is opposite of like the lino cuts. You want all of the ink to stay on the top. And 2, you would normally use a printing press for this. So that's why like the grooves are so tiny and it's still able to get the ink onto the paper, and the paper's wet. So I don't know if this is gonna work, but we're gonna definitely try it. So next I have to just kind of take all the excess off. Okay, so I didn't make my plate super clean, but this is just initially going to be a test anyways. Also, I don't have gloves, so as always, I have ink everywhere. Luckily, this is like very water soluble, and so it cleans very quickly. And let's try to see what happens. Maybe we should like put down another one, just because there's a lot of like black on here. This is really making me miss like the big studio space we had. We had like these big tables, and like, I don't know, you could like have multiple plates and like boom, boom, boom. And it's really hard when you have such a small space. But we're gonna try printing this now. So let's go for it. That didn't work at all. Ugh. How sad. That took so much effort. You can see a bunch of like the little tiny spots. Like, see, you can see that line there. And like obviously where the plate was, because it's like along that. But total fail. I'm gonna call that one a fail. It's not even worth it to try the other ones. So, bummer. I wonder if it's the pressure or if it's the ink, or if we could do an opposite. Let's try an opposite. We're actually, let's try this guy. This guy is like very like, let me try this one, since it's so much more open. We're not giving up yet, guys. We're not giving up. Okay, this one came out definitely a lot better, but still not great. I'm gonna say that this is an official fail. I think it could be cool. Maybe like it looks kind of like a crayon and then they can like draw into it, but as is, it looks bad. My hands are covered. Yeah, I'm just gonna call this an overall fail, sadly. I guess I forgot, like when I was initially thinking about doing this, or when I found these and I was like, oh, I should try printing with them. I forgot that it's like not inverted, where like with linoleum, it's inverted. So I forgot that this isn't, like when you're drawing what you're gonna print, versus with linoleum, you're cutting out the negative, if that makes any sense. Anyway, it's opposite, so I just didn't think it through enough. Anyway, this is officially a fail. I'm gonna go try to figure something else out. Don't forget that on Tuesdays there is true crime videos that I post. They're really fun. I really like them a lot. So don't forget about that. And otherwise, I'm just gonna go because I'm over this. Okay, bye.